Hey Periscope, hey listen, don't rush out to the profile. No, we're not live yet. No, this is not our regular kitchen cam. But I just wanted to come on and give you guys an update as to where we are. I'm gonna go live at some point today, but it's a later on thing because this is one of those recipes where there's a whole lot of wait and there's a whole lot of rest and there's a whole lot of wait a couple of hours, so I can't do it all in one. So I came on, hey Drea, hey Twaina. So I came on just to kind of show you guys the step that I've already done because, I don't want to do long epic. Plus, I'm tired, okay? So, I had the pimento cheese left over for whatever we did, remnants of recipes. Had the pimento cheese left over, working on the different snacks that we're going to do for the Super Bowl. So I took the pimento cheese. This is actually frozen. It's actually frozen. And I made the little logs, and I froze them. And so we're still debating on whether or not we want a flour or meal casing on it. Whether we want to wrap it in bacon, I'm just playing around with it. You guys usually have some amazing suggestions. There's also a real famous restaurant here that does this as a cheese grit. So they, I think, roll it in grits and fry it that way. So then you have a grit. And I'm actually going to put a little bit of grits on. And I'm going to try that. So maybe like the egg and then the flour and then the grits, right? So I'm going to play. I got enough to play around with it. Pimento cheese is not that cheap. In this little container right here, it runs about $6 at the specialty store that I go to. And so whenever I have like a craving for pimento cheese, usually I want like a pimento grilled cheese or my stuffed pimento cheese, fried green tomatoes. I still end up with a lot of cheese left, so I thought, well, why don't I go ahead and try to make a cheese stick? And so I came in earlier. And I just made my little logs here. See my little logs? Let me see. This one right here is absolutely perfect. I love it. Although this one doesn't seem to have a lot of the ingredients in it as well as this one. So you guys can see that the pimento cheese it's everything. And it's such a strong bite. Patty Betty is saying because I was going to fish fry these like we did the zucchini. And she was saying there's so much seasoning in that you have a mouthful of that seasoning and then the real strong flavor of the pimento cheese. So the outside needs to just be just nice and chill. So I think I'm going to go ahead and boil some grits. Y'all don't need to watch grits boil, although that's a video in and of itself, making a great pot of grits. So I'm going to try to do a cheese grit stick. Pimento cheese grit stick. Again, something at one of the restaurants here in Atlanta. If you come to Atlanta, for those of you that are running around Atlanta in the Super Bowl, go to the top of the sundial where you get an excellent 360-degree observation of Atlanta. And if you're looking for wet lemon pepper wings and cheese grits in one place, shout out to the sundial, because I'm sure they're not going to invite all of y'all over to my kitchen where you can get cheese grits. And what did I just say? Wet lemon pepper wing, which is what we're having for Super Bowl. We're not doing the wings because you know me, I like the thighs and the legs. So we did wet lemon pepper thighs and wet lemon pepper drums and buffalo thighs. That's on our Super Bowl menu. And then again, we're gonna have the fish fried zucchini. And then we're going to have this. This is the last of the holiday, oh, look at the footballs. Thanks for the hearts. This is the last of the Super Bowl test. We're going to have, also I'm going to do the fried mushrooms and so forth. We're going to do a little bit of stuffed mushroom, all kind of stuff I got planned for our Super Bowl menu. But guess what? We're going to be live on the day of the Super Bowl making some of these things. So I'm testing out all the recipes. So when we come in on Sunday before the game, we'll be able to just kind of knock this out. But because there's so many different steps, I can't turn on the kitchen cam and go live. I can't turn on the kitchen cam because I'm not dressed. And I can't turn on the live stream because there's so many different steps to this. Like this had to go in the freezer for 45 minutes to an hour. And I got to put it back in the freezer until I get my oil because my daughter is out and I need her. I don't want to run out to the store. So I'm going to wait till she gets back with some oil. But in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and make some grits because they need to cook and then probably get a little stiff so that I can try to coat this in grits. Y'all, I'm gonna try to coat this in grits. And guess what? I got some bacon bits. So I gotta keep, because I've got a vegan up in here. I gotta keep a couple for the vegan. And then for the rest of us, I'm gonna try. I think I'm gonna roll it in a little bacon. That's gonna be a hell of a damn stick. Pimento cheese grits bacon sticks. I cracked myself up, y'all. I cracked myself up. That's a shame. Cheese grit. Wait, pimento. Wait a minute. Say it again. What did I say? Y'all gotta type this stuff when I say it, because you know my mind ain't right. What did I just say? Pimento cheese bacon grit stick. Wait, what did I say? Pimento cheese grits bacon sticks. I'm trying not to add nothing else. Okay, so how many we got? We got about 12 here, right? 11. We didn't even get a dozen, y'all. Okay, so pimento cheese grits, bacon sticks. That's a Super Bowl. Now imagine one of the things we doing is creating these appetizers. So for people that arrive to your thank you so much for typing that, Drea. For people that arrive at different times, you want to make sure you have something they can snack on. You don't want everybody eating the wings the minute they get in there. And I don't know why y'all fixing wings when people need thighs and drums. We doing thighs and drums up in here. Ain't gonna be no tiny wings up in here. We tossing some drumsticks in the wet lemon pepper. We're doing the not so secret sauce on the buffalo thighs. And y'all know what's my secret ingredient in everything that I cook, y'all. What's my secret ingredient? Somebody please type my secret ingredient. What is my secret ingredient as I create buzz in the kitchen? What is the secret ingredient? What's the secret ingredient? Hold on, y'all don't know. Let me get my secret ingredient. What I do with my cup? Hold on. What's my secret ingredient? Y'all want to go to the fridge? Look at my fridge, y'all. We clean that fridge out. What's the secret ingredient that I put in everything? Hold on. There you go. Look, got one burger left in there, y'all. The secret ingredient is lemonade. So we're going to have the lemonade in the sauce. It's a lemonade sauce. My wet lemon pepper wings has a lemonade sauce. My barbecue sauce has a blueberry sauce. I know, doggy. They don't know. They don't know Miami. They don't know. They ain't figured it out yet. So my barbecue sauce has blueberries in it. My wet lemon pepper wings has real lemonade in it. My chuck roast has lemonade or wine, depending on what I have. So I just wanted to come hang out with y'all so we can try to talk. Because I like coming through and talking through what we're going to do. I'm going to get these bad boys back in the freezer. I've got some bacon bits. I'm going to make the grits. And then I'm gonna chop the bacon bits up a little bit finer. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna roll it in the bacon bits. I'm gonna I don't want it to be like totally coated in the bacon bits because one is frozen. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do it in the egg. I'm gonna dip this in the egg. That's gonna give it a coating, right? And I'm gonna just sprinkle a little bit of bacon bits on there. Then I'm gonna roll that in the grits, right? Then I'm gonna flour that just a little bit to keep the grits on there. After I double dip it. Betty says to double dip it. Okay? So, if you're going to make this with me, go on. You got time, because I'm not doing it till later on this afternoon. You got time to run to the store and get you some pimento cheese. Now, run to the store, get your pimento cheese. Make your logs. You can make a ball if you want to do poppers. And I think it'd be really good as a popper. We decided to make sticks. So, we made our logs for our cheese sticks. And go ahead and put that in the freezer. Let that get solid. And then get you some bacon bits. And we're gonna dip it in the egg. We're gonna sprinkle a little bit of bacon bits on the side that the non-vegans gonna eat. And I don't know how the vegans gonna even eat this because they don't do dairy. So, they might backslide a little bit because it's gonna be good. Then we're gonna dip it. Okay, so we're gonna take our log, dip it in egg, sprinkle a little bit of bacon bits on there, roll it in the grits, dip it in the egg. Roll it in the flour, and then we're going to just drop that in the fryer. It has to be frozen in order to do that. Because I'm even thinking and this is why I can't go live with this. I'm thinking Once I might want to go ahead at this stage and dip this in the egg and roll it in the bacon and then freeze it again. Before I put it back in the freezer, I might want to go ahead and do the egg, right? Anybody agree? Go ahead and do the first egg dipping and get that bacon, because otherwise my bacon and my grits, well, I'll wait till my grits get done. And then it's going to have to go back in the freezer. And that's the thing. Remember, who was that? Somebody said that about the patience. There's so much patience to cooking. It's ridiculous when you're thinking about how much time you got to let the food rest. But we know now to take that rest because it gives us more flavor. Hey, Vulcan, we know now to let our food rest and go through these various stages. So we froze it up. Now we're gonna put it back in the freezer. I'm gonna make the grits. And then I'm going to take it and do the egg wash, the bacon, and the grits. And I'm going to put it back in the freezer, let that go again. Then I'm going to batter it in the flour. Another egg wash and flour and fry it off. That part I would do live. That part I would do on the kitchen cam. But you can see how it's going to be like an hour in between each step, right? And then as this goes perfect, that's what we're going to make it again. If it comes out right, that's one of the things that we will make for a Super Bowl. So Super Bowl Sunday, wet lemon pepper drums, buffalo thighs, fish fried zucchini, and what do we call this? Pimento cheese grits bacon sticks. Oh my God. All right, y'all. I'm going to go on that note so I don't have to repeat myself and I can remember what I said. Bye.